right, guys. We are doing no. I think that's how you pronounce it. Nowe. This took Jason and I about 7 hours last night to figure out. We're doing a crunch time recording on a day I don't usually record, but we wanted to get this one out. It's not a hard Easter egg, but this was definitely one of the harder ones we've done to figure out. Once you figure it out, you're like, oh, this is actually a really easy Easter egg. But the hard part's just figuring it out. So I'm going to be honest with you. We probably know like how 80% of things correlate. I think now we're kind of at like 90%, but there's still a couple things where we're like, does this translate into this? Does this translate into this? But awesome guns in this. The wonder weapon's sick. That's probably what we're going to be using. As always, we'll just use wall weapons. Jason, you know what? If you want to use something else, I'll just use wall weapons to prove that it can be done. But yeah, we're going to show you guys how we did it, all the steps. And yeah, so first things first, we're going to go back to here. And we are going to buy the M14 just because it is a powerful weapon in this. Now, just so you know, if you don't like all the Nazi symbols, I'm just going to do this for YouTube purposes. If you shoot the chandelier, it covers all the Nazi symbols or most of the Nazi symbols, which is pretty nice, especially if you're on YouTube making content. So Jason just opened the first door for 750. We're going to keep going straight. Don't worry about anything downstairs. We're going to go up. Now, I have 1,000 points. Now, the scripting isn't patched yet. Now, this is probably going to be patched when we put the video out. But you can pay for this, and the 1,000 doesn't go away, so you just have to have 1,000. So that opens upstairs. We're going to go over to here, and the next door we are going to open is this one for 1,250, which Jason actually has, which is perfect. So Jason's going to open this hallway door, and right here is power. Now, we're not going to teleport just yet. There's actually a couple things we have to do here before we even really start the Easter egg, but we're going to basically open all these doors. There's a couple doors down here that we need. If you turn on power, this door will now be open. Jason's going to open this first door right here for 1,000. I'm going to get the more expensive door. So we're going to go in. Here's double tap. Here's the crafting machine. We'll get to that later. But we're going to grab this blue key right here. We're going to go left. This door is already open. Right here is the gold key. And then in this door, boom, is the red key. We can also start the first step of the Easter egg, but what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of like start a further step. We're going to take those 3 keys we just got, and we're going to open Pack-a-Punch. So now you have Pack-a-Punch open. Guns wise, we're good, but right here is the zombie essence. Pick this up. This is going to be used later. We can kind of beeline to it now, but we're not going to. But we can start the first step of the Easter egg, which is right next to speed. This big map right here, we're going to knife, and it'll say press the button. Press F. So we have to find all 5 buttons. So I think that one's technically the first one. So second one, we're going to go back in where you found the gold key, and it's right down here. Go all the way back to spawn. Sorry, Jason, I have to kind of get around you. The next one is in this back right corner right here. The last 2 are upstairs. The first one is behind this column mid-stair right here. And then the last one is right before power. It's right behind this column right here. So that is all of them. Now, it won't unlock anything right now. We think it unlocks what's called what is it, a punch card, I think? We think it unlocks the punch card. I don't believe we can get that yet, but we'll check. Right now, we can actually move towards the laboratory. So I actually do have enough that we can continue on. Let's see. Now, the punch card will spawn. Okay, that's interesting. The punch card will spawn here, back here, or somewhere else. We haven't seen any other locations, but it seems to always spawn in here. My guess is we just can't do that part yet, which is why it hasn't spawned. So we're just going to continue on. We're going to open this door for 1,500. Yeah, it's a lot. And we're going to get all the shield parts. So the first one's here, or it'll spawn right here. There's one on each kind of area. The next one is going to spawn either on this hook or right here. Different spot this time. Interesting. Let's see. It's always on the second floor of this vicinity, so it's not too hard to find. But so it actually spawned right here. I don't see it. Am I missing something? Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here. It's underneath the tire. Wow, that's a new spot. And the last one, if you drop down, it's going to be in one of these corners right here. Yep. Perfect. Now, it's a little finicky to build, but it's right. You got to like get the right angle. It's a real pain. There we go. So now you have the shield. Very nice to have the shield. But teleport down low, and we're going to get to this area, and what we're going to do is we are going to put essence into a perk bottle. Next thing we can do is activate the challenges. So this is the crafting system. You don't have to do these. I'm going to go back to the lab real fast and show you what happens. So you complete a challenge, and when it gives you a challenge, kind of like Cold War challenges. So Tank Factory here, I'll show you real fast what it does. So here's Tank Factory. It'll give you melee only challenge. We're not going to do it, but when you complete it, it's going to give you a color. You can decide to pick up that color. And then when you go back to the laboratory, you'll see on here, you will see on this board all the possible combinations. You can do that. The possible combinations are literally these. That machine that I showed you in the double tap room, that's where you would craft them. So you need 3 to craft. The order does not matter. You just need 1 of each color, or like 3 reds, 3 blues, 3 greens. I hope you get that. It's not overly complicated, I don't think. But the other thing that we can do for a little side Easter egg, which we're not going to do because it's kind of a waste of time and money. So on the back of that lab, well, again, let me go back to the lab and I'll show you the other side. The other side, so if these are the, whatever you call them, the recipes, right here it says, prove that you are a true master of arms, defeat them in their specialty. And it says assault, sniper, heavy, so-and-so. So that correlates to this right here. So back in this room, you see these teddy bears. So each one is holding something. This one's a pistol. So if I shoot it, it explodes the pistol. And then this one's assault rifle. This one's shotgun. This one's heavy, which is a, you have to actually spin for it. The LMG in this map doesn't work on it, which is kind of annoying. Unless it's been patched, and that's sniper rifle. All that does is unlock back here the flamethrower. The flamethrower is not worth it for 5,000. Unless there's some secret to it that we don't know about, there's really no point. But Jason, how many zombies are left?
That's not anything new.
There's 2. And the punch card is in front of PhD.
Okay, so it did spawn. Jason, I'm going to ask you to open this door because we can do the security system. So this part is a little annoying on the eyes. I know that's weird to say, but you'll see why. Now, there's only 2 zombies left. This will end the wave, but since there's only 2 and we're on a low wave, it's not quite worth the points anyway. So we're going to do this. There's really no great way of doing this except for just plowing through it as fast as possible. What's annoying is that everyone has to get through it. 4,000 or free. 4,000 costs 4,000 or free. Entering the device will not. I don't remember paying 4,000, so we're just going to do it. Oh, I guess you could pay 4,000 to get it done. I see. So yeah, we're just gonna do the parkour. The parkour is not too bad. We'll show you the, like how to get it done. Zombies will spawn. That's why you want the M14. It should plow through most of the zombies. Just keep going straight, plow through all the way to this last pipe. Go around the zombie, up the stairs, take a right. Now this is where it gets a little tricky because you can't see it. Go right, straight, and then 1 more. Okay, so you're good. The other hard part are these trees. You're going to get a straightaway. Now, you can kill a lot of zombies in here. It's not quite worth it, but just basically line them up. Get the kills. That does help. It is a waste of points, but whatever. So keep going through. Just run all the way to the end, and then you will come to this portal. Go on down, slide through, and you're good. Now, what that unlocks is one of these and this gun. We are going to wait for 6,000. And we are going to buy this gun. This gun's incredible. Now, how do you do that? Now, here's another thing that's probably going to get patched, guys. If you jump up here and onto this rock, you are out of the map. Now, don't go anywhere else because you will fall through the map and die. But they can't get up here. Unless a lot spawn and like cluster, then they can actually push each other up. But as you can see, this is pretty easy points. So we're going to try and get our 6,000 here and buy the gun. Now, again, once this gets patched, you might have to do something different. You can also actually get up on the pipe, which, yeah, it's a little annoying. It works, but also the zombies can't, you don't have a clear shot at the zombies, so this is by far the best spot. Another good camping spot, guys, is actually in the Pack-a-Punch room. There's no barricades here, so there's only that one over there, so you literally just have this whole straightaway. We're doing pretty well here. We're going to get rid of our pistol. Again, we're not doing any side missions, but we're going to buy this gun. Now, this gun for 6,000 is one of the best wonder weapons we've ever used. Jason's probably going to end up just wait. Well, I guess I can move the zombies. Let's see if I can get him out of that corner. Oh, might have to just wait for him to die out. Okay, anyway, so once we do this next step, we are going to end the wave. Now, you might want PhD because you can down yourself with this gun. I feel comfortable enough that we can kind of just slay through and it's not too much of a problem. But this is going to be a lockdown. This is by far the hardest part of the map, except for the boss at the end. But you get a very tight space if you're player 1, which sucks. So yeah, if you need PhD, definitely save up for it, but I think I'll be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to spawn. Now, remember when we took that essence and put it in a perk bottle? Now we have to come put it in this corner. Give the filled essence, prepare for my trial. This is not easy. You don't have much to work with. As you can see, Jason actually has the whole laboratory, which is nice. But again, this gun absolutely blasts everything in its way. So you just have to kind of wait it out. This does actually become a bigger room later, but we're going to get teleported. But for right now, what I like to do is stand in this corner because it prevents the spawn up there. And then they all spawn from here. Worst comes to worst, again, just go back and forth. What could happen here, which is worst case scenario, you will get what's called a siren. The siren is the boss of this map. He is very hard to see, and he is very debilitating when it comes to your vision. So just spray into him. This thing is a machine gun, so you can use it. The other thing you do have to know is that besides hitting yourself, you can push yourself back with it. So if you're in that cheatsy spot that we showed you before on the rock, it could actually push you out of the map, which you do not want. It's an instant kill, basically. It's an instant death. So, yeah, just be very careful. Now, the other thing we want to do is we want to save up for 2,700 because we're going to get an LMG next. In the next room, and it's the only LMG you can get on the map without spinning. Sweet. Okay, so we just teleported. What's going to end up happening is it kind of splits you down the middle. You just have to survive again. So, just, you know, one take one side, one take the other. Am I getting all the zombies? Oh, okay. I was going to say. It's like, this sucks. Okay. So this room is where the next big fight happens. So there's nothing in here. Just go upstairs. Now you have to listen to this whole Beartooth song. So for 2,500, so I think he lowered the price on that. So 2,500, that's the LMG we're going to use. If you're using 2 people, I would recommend one stays up there and watches this, and then the other one stays down or stays at the stairs. So we have to wait probably like 3.5 minutes, I would guess. There we go. Perfect. Little longer than we would like. Now, what I'm going to do right now, just because I keep going down with this gun, is we're going to pack-a-punch it. When you pack-a-punch the ray gun, the ray machine gun, whatever you want to call it, it actually gets rid of the negative effect. So, excuse me. So I'm going to pack that. Now, next thing we want to do, or not really next thing, but I'm going to say don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't get double tap anytime soon. Make that your last perk. Just get the main perks. You can actually get a lot of free perks in the end. So we're going to get Jug, Speed, Stam, Mule Kick, and then double tap. That's kind of the game plan. So from here, we should be able to grab the punch card. So the punch card's either going to spawn here or in this back corner right here. Take the punch card, so we're good. Even though it says you didn't pick it up, you did pick it up. We just killed the zombie, so we're going to save, which is fine. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to get some easy kills. I'm probably going to get speed first, just because I have this gun. So, yeah, we're just going to line up some heads. Hopefully, pack a punch, get some stuff, but make sure you save a zombie on this round, because this next part's actually a little interesting, to say the least. We're gonna have our fast weapon out. I definitely don't want to have my LMG. We're gonna take that punch card and we're gonna insert it here. Now, when you do this, there's gonna be a timer in the bottom left-hand corner. You have to find all the cell phones. We'll show you those locations, but hit it. The first telephone will be here. If it's not ringing, then don't grab it. The next one should be in the post office. That one's not ringing. Let's see. There should be one in here. Yep. Right here on this desk across from double tap. Next one should be in here on the wall. And then the last one should be in spawn. Let's see. And the way you know you finished. Wait, where is it?
Hey, there's Pack-a-Punch.
Oh, Pack-a-Punch. That's right. Ah, shit. It's in pack. I got 23 seconds. Go, go, go. Boom. Come on, last one. So the way you know that you finished, okay, so it's got to be one more downstairs. Yeah. So the way you know that you finished is that the timer will actually stop. My guess is it's back here. Yeah, it's back here. So there is an order. Did I get that in time? I don't think so. That's fine. You can always redo it. So you know what, we did it on purpose to show you guys. That's what happened. Okay, so what that did, and this is where it gets a little confusing. What will open is this door back here. Now you have a map. So what you want to do is start the sequence and let it play out. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no clue how this works. I have an idea, but it's a little confusing. Okay, so it just finished. Now here's what I think this is. Truth be told, I'm basically just going to randomly shoot in orders until one works. But I think it's a Axis versus Allies. So World War II Axis versus Allies. So you have to match the song to the side. Oh. Yep. Okay. So see how I kind of did that? You're matching the sounds. It's kind of tricky. It's very hard. Truth be told, you just kind of just shoot around until you get the right order. It's not too bad. That's why we have the LMG. Hopefully the developer can give us a better explanation, but it's cool. So that's done. That's huge. So the next thing we are going to do are fill the soul boxes. There are 4 soul boxes. Now you probably saw all of them by now, but here's the first one. Big range, which is nice. So here's the first one. Jason's going to work on this one. I'm going to go upstairs. And I'll show you guys all 4 just so you guys know where to do them. The next one is in the lab. It's probably the easiest one in my opinion, which is in this corner. The next one is in tank room in this back corner. Actually, that's probably the easiest in my opinion. And then the last one, this is the hardest. It's right here. This sucks. I won't lie to you. So yeah, we'll just do those. I'm actually going to do this one first. Strongly recommend using your Pack-a-Punch weapon for this. I wouldn't even bother with points. Just get these done. We're kind of in the home stretch at this point. Well, that's not really true. We're probably going to get to the boss on round 20 if everything goes well. Now, you won't see a soul, but it'll make the red, like, see? It, like, travels underground almost. The way you know it's done is it will disappear and it'll give you a wonder weapon. Like a Pack-a-Punch gun, I mean. Honestly, most of the guns aren't that worth it. There is a shotgun that has a decent amount of ammo, but you're going to go through it very fast. It's the Pack-a-Punch Spaz 12. Again, good gun, but not great for points. That's the L-car, but this one's done. We're definitely not going to grab that. All right, we finished. This gun's actually pretty solid, so we're going to grab the H12. The HK21 instead of the wall buy. Is that the last one? I think so. Jason, can you hold him for a second? I just want to show them what we can do. So, if you have a Pack-a-Punched version of this gun, you can upgrade it to any one of these 4 weapons here. Now, the 3 on the right suck dick. We want the minigun, and the minigun is nuts, and we're going to Pack-a-Punch it. Now, it does go through ammo fairly fast, but worst comes to worst, your secondary, you can actually rebuy the original gun. So I'm going to Pack-a-Punch this thing just because we're actually kind of towards the end. But this next step requires a little bit of cheese. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot harder, especially if you're doing it single player. So next step we're going to do is we're going to go back to spawn, and you will notice after you finish all the soul boxes, this door is open. Come back here, press the gold button, and get to a safe spot because now we're going to get the wave down to 1. We have gotten the wave down to 1, which is nice. Now we're going to do a little bit of a cheese here. So we press that button in the bathroom downstairs behind the barricaded wall. Oh, one thing we should also mention, it doesn't really happen anymore, but just make sure if you're doing 2 players and you teleport or you get on that launch pad, make sure you move out of the way because it actually will instant down you. Both of you. So I'm just going to get stamina up just to make it a little easier for me. But the next thing we have to do is kind of cheese this map a little bit. So we press that gold button as I told you about. As you saw behind the barricade. Now, what's going to happen is once this next round starts, a plate's going to start. Like it's going to spawn right here. You got to sit on it for 40 seconds. Now, the problem with that is when you're doing this solo, if you step off of it, it starts over. So you have to stay on it for 40 seconds. The problem is it's very hard to do that without a through a wave. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill that zombie so that I can get an easy 20 seconds out of it. And then I'm going to use my machine gun to basically just stay on it. So Jason, you're more than welcome to kill that zombie. There's the first plate. So we're going to step on it. So it says in the bottom left-hand corner, 40 seconds. So it's actually 45 seconds. You can get it down to about 20, 25 before anything happens. Oh, and we got a dog round, which is nice. But you can only do these once per round, so you have to go through the wave beforehand. So the plan here is, this is actually kind of perfect, we have to save a dog. If we save a dog, kill it, we can actually just move on to the next one and not have to worry about killing zombies. All right, first one's done, so now we can kill all of them. So the next one is going to spawn right in the post office. So if here's where Speed Cola was, there we go. Stand on it. Now this one is kind of brutal because you have to press out, and if you haven't noticed yet, you can't actually reload the minigun until you use all the ammo. So this one can be a little brutal, but again, we're already at 30 before the round starts. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Get that wave down. Now we're going to move on to the last one. So the last one is going to spawn in the back of the truck. This one does suck a lot. I won't lie to you. This one's not a fun one. So some of you have probably noticed this Dissonance Cave or whatever, however you pronounce it. Basically what that is, it's kind of like a reskinned Widow's Wine. It's not useful, so I wouldn't even bother grabbing it. If anything, we're in the home stretch now for just getting everything. I would recommend going into the last step, like the boss fight, with at least 10k, and you will see why in a second. Okay, here's the last one. All right, all of them are done, boys. Okay, so now you will see that these gold wisps are on the they're flying, basically. So all you have to do is shoot these with an explosive weapon. So technically this actually does count as an explosive weapon. So there's the first one. The second one right up there. Keep going up. The next one's in laboratory. Now this one you actually have to knife, which is interesting. So knife it. The last one, I believe, is in the, I believe it's the last one. Speed, and it's out the window right here. Perfect. And we're good. Now we just have the boss. So Jason's just going to work for points or whatever he wants to do. All right, guys, we are at the end. I'm going to grab Mule Kick just for this last part. And now we have to get to the end of the... Ooh, we just have to... Oh, if I go down here, that would ruin my day. Of course. Of course. Oh, my God. All right, guys, we're back to where we were. We apologize. It was not fun to get back to this point. But now we're kind of at the point where we can do the boss. As you can see, I don't have the minigun anymore. Not a big deal, because what's going to end up happening is you actually lose all your guns in this anyway. But, yeah, this boss kind of... I'm going to be honest with you. We haven't beaten the boss. We just know how to get to the boss. Apparently, from what we're told, it just has a lot of health. The developer told us that. But let me tell you, it's a crazy amount of health. It will end the wave, and you will be stuck at 22 or whatever you're on. For us, it's going to be 22. But now that we've done all the steps, got the balls, now all we have to do is both stand on this. And, yeah, it'll take us in. Now, what's nice about this is if you don't have any perks, all the perks in here are free. So I would go around and just grab any ones that you're missing. Right here is a symbol monkey, so this is your monkey bombs. Right here is a Thompson. This is why you need a lot of ammo. You will want this. When the big guy spawns, which will be soon, just lay into him. It will go dark every now and then, and there will be electricity on the ground. It's a damage over time. All you have to do is stand in these to not get injured. So yeah, you know, just lay into them. Shouldn't be too bad, I'm hoping, considering it's only round 21, so it didn't change the round. But we did this on 35. We didn't beat it, which sucks, but yeah. Save those max ammos for when you absolutely need them. So that's like the first... We think that's a phase, but we're not sure. So this is what I mean. You can stand out here, but you'll take damage over time. Try and stay on the platforms if you can. So now he's teleports. We believe this is the next phase, but... And see how he's sprinting? So we're definitely doing some damage to him. The question is how much? Ow. Oh!
He's dead.
Yo, we did it! We did it! Yeah! Oh, this is cool. It's like a little video AI porting. It's all the credits. Oh, that's pretty neat. Thanks for playing. So that is it, guys. I think we are the first ones to do it. So yeah, the guide should be out on Friday. I don't know if I want to post it because I'm sure people are still hunting for it, but I'm sure he'll take the comment down. If I'll let people know that we did it. Just have to send the comment. I guess I'll take a print screen real fast.
We're not the first ones.
We're not? Okay.
No.
Well, that's a shame. Did someone put out a guide already?
No, someone posted a YouTube video of them doing the final boss around...
Nice.
What was it? I think 4 hours after we finished.
Oh, wow. So those guys stayed up all night to do it? Wow. Good for them.
Or they're just in a different time zone.
possible too.
So it's the daytime for them.
All right. Either way, we're done. That's the whole guide. We'll leave it there. Good map. I actually didn't mind it. That was actually a fun Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, I like it.
Fun's a strong word, but you know. Either way, happy hunting.